Today I want to read a passage of scripture that you may be familiar with. When I was growing up, we had a song that we would sing in kids' church that went along with this teaching from Jesus. So if you went to kids' church or Sunday school as a kid, you may have heard this passage as well. The scripture can be found in Matthew chapter 7, verses 24 through 29. It says, "Everyone who hears my words and obeys them is like a wise man who built his house on rock. It rained hard, the floods came, and the winds blew and hit that house. But it did not fall, because it was built on rock. Everyone who hears my words and does not obey them is like a foolish man who built his house on sand. It rained hard, the floods came, and the winds blew and hit that house, and it fell with a big crash." When Jesus finished saying these things, the people were amazed at his teaching, because he did not teach like their teachers of the law. He taught like a person who had authority. This passage is often used as a warning for those who don't have their lives built on Christ. But I want to take a bit of a different perspective on it, because I believe we can find hope in those words from Jesus. If our lives are built on him, if we are obeying his teaching, we can have hope that we can withstand the storms of life. I really want to focus on the end of this passage when it says that everyone listening was amazed by the words of Jesus because he taught with authority. Whenever we build our lives on the teachings of Christ, he will give us authority. If you saw someone whose house was destroyed by a storm and another whose house was still standing, you're probably going to seek advice from the one whose house is still standing. It's the same way in life. I haven't always seen myself as a leader. To be completely honest, I've had to overcome some fears and feelings of intimidation to allow God to use me as a leader. I've struggled with thoughts that I won't know what to say. Maybe I'll say something stupid, or even worse, I'll fail to live up to something that I've told someone else that they should do. But what people really need is Christ. And if your life is built on him, people are going to notice. And when they ask the reason for your hope, you can share with them what Christ has done in your life. As for me, I can tell people that Christ has taken the most shy girl that he can find, one who others probably would not choose as a leader, and sent her to the country of Spain to lead a team of volunteers and serve families that she's never met. But in every moment of ministry, both inside and outside of the church, it was God who gave the wisdom and the courage I needed to speak his words to anyone who needed it. And you can do the same, especially during this pandemic. If we obey Christ in everything we do, he will give us opportunities to serve and to encourage others. And maybe you're facing some tough times as well. If you look to Christ and you build your life on him, then he will give you everything you need to persevere in the midst of those storms. Just like in this passage, we can look to Christ because he is our rock and he is our firm foundation in every situation that we face. And we can be the example to the world around us that they need, especially in this time. If this message encouraged you in some way, I hope that you'll pray and consider investing in this ministry so that I'll be able to return to Spain. And there's a giving link right there, so you can go to that page. And if you are encouraged, you can make a donation to this ministry. Thank you so much.